I spiraled. That's all I can say. And it's happening again. This is not for the first time. This is something that happened to me at the beginning of the year. And I've come to see that it's a pattern that happens in different ways, or it represents itself in different ways. So at the beginning of the year, it happened to me when I got funded and was able to make three consecutive payouts. So I spiraled then and went on to lose all my fundings, became an indisciplined trader, and everything all just went back to zero. So I'm starting to witness that pattern here again. And this is happening because I think I had a positive month for the first time after a long time. So I'm starting to think maybe it's the overconfidence, or I just become risk aggressive and I want to just achieve my goals really fast after seeing this positive PNL. But thankfully, this time, or we shall see before I say thankfully, I've been able to spot it and we'll see how it goes. Because I remember at the beginning of the year was when I'd made these two payouts from Equity Edge. They are back-to-back payouts. And I also had made this other payout from Blue Guardian. So after all that, I remember I just went on to lose everything. I broke all my rules, started over trading, news trading, and everything. So this time, I think it started around the first week of the month, as this month was starting, I think on the 4th. One of my rules is that I don't re-enter trades. Yeah, I know that is a bit strict, but it helps me to be able to wait for my setup to form and wait for my confirmation before I take a trade. So when I take a trade, I know I've waited for my setup to form, I've waited for my confirmations, and whatever happens, whether it hits stop loss or it goes to take profit, I accept it and I move forward. So it's all started here when I think I re-entered a certain trade because I'd re-entered prematurely. That brings me back to not waiting for my confirmations, and then that led to over trading, which I got away with here, but just went on and went on through the second week. So I was re-entering trades, over trading, and then the other rule I broke was I don't trade during news. But I think right now, at that point I was desperate. It had got to me, but I didn't want to realize it and I didn't want to accept it. I was in some trades and I ended up holding them during news, and that affected me very deeply. All trades hit SL, and I did that I think twice. I held during news twice. That means I broke that rule twice. Then, as we were ending this week, I went on, and the other rule I have, I don't trade during Asian session. The least I can do maybe when the overlap between Asian and London session, I can start my trading from there, but I don't trade during Asian session. So here, since I was taking back-to-back losses, I went on and traded during Asian session, and I also paid for that with lots of SLs. The good thing this time is I'm not getting away with it, and I've recognized it. So starting next week, it's not going to be about whether trade hits stop loss or take profit. I'm just going to monitor my rules. Have I followed my rules? These four rules that I broke: re-entering trades, holding during news, over trading, trading during Asian session. I'm going to monitor myself. I'm going to monitor my trading. Am I waiting for confirmations? If I figure out that I'm breaking one of those rules or I'm going overboard, I think I'll have to take a cool down. I have to take some days, a week or two off from trading so that I remind myself why I started, that I get myself back on track, because I won't be able to keep going. When I keep going, to just keep worse. Because I remember the last time I went a full month without hitting a take profit, a full month of stop loss. It it hurt me. It got to me psychologically. If you trade, you know what I mean. And I had to take almost 3 weeks. I had to force myself to take 3 weeks off the charts totally, not trading. And I've just been building back, and I'm seeing it's happening again. So this is one of the things I'm struggling with, is consistency, and I'm going to make sure that I'm able to get it step by step and see. Okay guys, see you on the next one.